Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly focus for February the 19th through to the 25th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my path. And let's turn right to the cards and see what they have to say for you. Okay, our underlying energy is the Two of Pentacles. There's a decision to be made here, but it's more important that you make a decision than it is what decision you make. Okay, so as you're going through this week, when you're looking at maybe I want to take this course, maybe I want to go on this adventure, maybe I need some closure here, maybe I want to give birth to this over there, maybe I want to, talk about this, learn about that, transform in a new way. Whatever you're thinking about here. This could be money paths, this could be transformation paths, this is about who you're communicating and why you're communicating. This is really about you and your strength and your beauty and making a decision on a path forward for yourself. Regardless of what path you choose, there is going to be a certain amount of abundance and happiness and joy that you take away from it. Okay, so it's not like one path will lead you astray and the other one's a great path. They're all good options. It's more important that you seize one of those options, that you embrace one of those options before it goes off the table, right? Before it isn't an option anymore. We have the Strength card as our first card. This is, well, we need a little bit of strength here. We need a little bit of courage. We need to make the decisions, the choices that maybe aren't going to be the most popular decisions and choices, but they're the ones that need to be made. The ones that you feel that you can wake up and look yourself in the mirror every morning still. You can sleep at night knowing that you made this decision. However, it might have ruffled other people's feathers. There's a strength, there's a conviction that has to come out of you. This isn't a time to just agree for the sake of harmony. This is a time to be heard, and standing in your integrity and standing in who you are is more important than anything else at the present time. Letting them know that you have a voice, being seen. The Eight of Wands. Well, there is so much more available to you on your path, but we're not seeing them at the present time. We have to be on the lookout for those winding paths, those opportunities that show up. Once again, I'm hearing travel. Once again, I hear major closure in our life so that we can open up some new doors. Once again, I'm hearing transformation and talking about that transformation and allowing it to come to be. So I think the talking is good. The more you talk, the more ideas come to you, okay? Through talking with other people, through communicating, maybe through reading, maybe through studying, maybe something that you see. I don't know what it is for you personally, but there's something that lures you into going after the possibility of a little bit of a winding road. To be the comb. The comb doesn't care if it's hitting straight or curly. It's still going to go through it the same, right? So we know that. So here, these wands all represent different things that you can do to diversify your path, to step into more of a path, to step into something that you really want to do, experience. And it might not have a lot to do with the major goal in the path, but it's still something that calls to you, something that it's this kind of energy coming at me. So maybe it'll make more sense as we go down the road. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles says that you have completed everything that you need to complete on this path. There's no real challenges or lessons for you to learn at this point. You could coast at this point, I guess, if you wanted to. But, when we stop striving for when we stop striving for new quests and new journeys, well, we become stagnated, and that's never a good thing. So this is about looking for the elevated path. This is about stepping into something completely different. or an elevated path, but regardless of the path that you're stepping into, it's unknown to you for the most part. There's very little you'll know about it, and so you will need to face new challenges and new learning experiences in order to really step into this. Also, I get a sense still that there is some kind of clearing that has to happen in order to make this really viable for you, a stronger pull for you. Oh, we'll see where that is. We don't even know where that is yet. So, work and career. Let's look there. You are. Look at you. You know what you can do. You know what you are capable of. You know your strengths. You know your talents. You know your abilities. And you know what? You're not stopping there. You're raising the bar on yourself. You're saying I can do so much more for me, for my goals, my dreams, my desires, what I want to step into. I can give so much more. I have so much more potential still hidden away within me. I can feel it bubbling up as we speak. There's like this new awareness of what you can do, of what you can actually strive for, that you might have been selling your dreams a little short to what could possibly be a potential dream going forward for yourself. We know it's going to take determination. We know it's going to take work. We're not afraid of either of those two things. In fact, we are embracing those things. What are we getting here? We got the Five of Hearts. So it's all about creating this joy and this harmony, but it's about tapping into your creativity and really bringing your creativity out in front to move you forward in a way that you never ventured before. It's about finding joy in the simple fact of showing up for this. Laughter. And and the goal is laughter. The goal is just everyday smiles. This kind of safety feeling, this kind of you've got this, the like you're going forward and everything's just kind of coming together and it's got a flow to it that you can, that it soothes you into this natural harmony of getting it done one step at a time with a lack of the stress, a lack of, yeah, I really get this lack of stress, this lack of pressure in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Allow your creativity to flow. Absolutely. We'll grab another card here, of course. And we have the Lovers. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. So when you really love something and you really want to, I don't know, change the world with it, make a mark, help other people, be of service to. When you love what you're doing, yeah, and that's what I'm kind of getting here is you see your abilities. Okay, I guess I should hold that up so you guys can look at it for a while too. It's following your heart, it's following your dreams, it's falling in love with you and what you can do and what you can grow. Love and relationships. Four of Pentacles. Are holding on to something here. Just let it go. Maybe it's past grudge and you always kind of bring it up in the arguments, or, it could be something as simple as that. There's one thing that you do that they can't stand, and you continually do it anyways because, it bugs them. But I would say on a deeper scale, it's believing the relationship to be something that is the norm for relationships and not thinking outside the box, not doing anything because you guys feel like doing it, but rather society dictates it to you, and letting go of that tried and true approach to the marriage, the partnership, the relationship, being that significant other and what it needs to be and what it means. And society is always creating a little bit more. At one time, all women should be home, making the nest, making everything comfortable for the man to come home. And then women got a voice. Women started to work in the workplace, started to be treated equally. And now the relationships have kind of evolved that the male can play the female role and the female can play the male role within the relationship, and that works. And so what's the next step, and what's the next step, and what's the next step after that? And sometimes we hold on to these old ideals of what the relationship should be like, and when it doesn't match that, we get restless within the relationship. We're not sure, if the relationship is really on the mark, because I can't believe they didn't get this or they didn't think of that. And we kind of stay with those stereotypes when we are comparing things like that, and that's usually what gets us in a rut. Well, we're not supposed to be that way within a relationship. Well, who says? Because if you're feeling it, then chances are you are supposed to be like that within the relationship. Hope that's making sense to you, because it really didn't to me. That's not my path, it's yours. Okay, let's get another card for a little bit of clarity and understanding here, shall we? We have the Six of Clubs. This is about getting creative. This is getting motivated. This is, attaching to your passion, your drive, your enthusiasm. This is about building some kind of momentum. Giving what you truly want in the relationship your focus. Maybe behaviors have to change. Maybe habits have to change. Maybe there needs to be dialogue around it. Maybe you've just changed in the relationship. Maybe a baby came into the picture, or another child came into the picture, or now you have the mom-in-law or the dad-in-law living with you, or your mom or dad living with you. Or maybe you've just empty nested, or maybe one flew back to the coop. So there's always, things that are happening within our home, within our family, within our relationship that we need the healthy dialogue about. And yes, habits do need to change and morph. We need to morph a little bit. We need to go with the flow a little bit. We can't hold on to those old ideals, but rather we have to accept what is coming to us and work it into our narrative of what the relationship should be going forward. And when it doesn't match, well, we better have the dialogue. And when it matches, we should have the dialogue. One more card? Sure. Let's do it. A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So maybe in some way you are trying to reinvent the relationship. Get it out of that rut, or get it out of the past, or that tried and true. Maybe in some way you are seeing a new vision already and you're trying to walk towards it. A new earth, a new way of living, and a new way of loving each other, a new way of coexisting together in harmony. It's happening. So keep holding on to the vision is what I'm hearing here, or what I'm reading in the cards. So where you're getting frustrated, just take a deep breath and know that everybody is on their own transformative path, and we all transform in different ways, in different time lengths. It's unique and it's original just to us, and so you have to have a patience. You just have to have a belief, and you have to keep on doing the things that that are working, that you want to step into. Eventually, they'll catch up to you. If you're looking for a relationship, I would look at my habits and my behaviors, and what habits and behaviors I'm willing to accept into a new relationship. Okay, to kind of design some red flags, perhaps, of where you need to be cautious, things that don't align with what you want in a relationship. Now we have the Five of Pentacles. In some ways, we feel like we want to throw in the towel. We get so frustrated. Other times, we stand proud for where we want to go in life. And yeah, it can be challenging, and sometimes we're not sure. And yeah, the frustration sets in. The frustration definitely does set in. Where you're like, just show me the way, give me a clue, something, please. Meanwhile, here you are, while you're doing that, sitting on the threshold of the door of abundance. Know that you are on the threshold of the door of abundance. You know, today's the day that door is going to swing wide open for me. Today's the day I'm going to knock on the door. Today is the day I'm going to turn that door handle. And what's on the other side? What do you see on the other side? Have you ever done any kind of self-exploration? Maybe I should do a video on that. Or maybe a meditation for you, where you open up the garden door and behind it is a representation of you. You're the inner you through everything in this garden. And what will you learn as you walk the paths of this garden and smell the fragrances? Behold its beauty. Okay, watch for a meditation to come out. Maybe you've inspired me. The Three of Spades. Changing our perceptions. Getting clarity. Growing a healthy ego. Embracing our confidence. Observing. And meditating on what we are observing, what we are seeing, and what it truly means on our path going forward. To back it up a little bit, to have a patience with it. To realize it won't all just happen with the snap of fingers. That we have to show up, that we have to be consistent. And when we start doing those things, we will see the successes like we've never seen before. So actually, by slowing it down a little bit, you actually speed up the process of going forward. Enlightenment. Pursue spiritual growth. Which I can see is something for just about every one of you out there right now. It is about pursuing your spiritual growth in some way. It's about understanding what you can step into, what you can align with, how you can grow your intuition, how you can strengthen your psychic abilities. How you can let your talents, your abilities flow and utilize them in a way that brings joy and harmony into your life. One more card. The Three of Cups. It's about joy. It's about laughter. This could be good news coming in for you this week. Absolutely. But it's about celebration. It's about getting together with friends, laughter, giggling, dancing, singing, getting creative, enjoying each other's company, creating memories, and celebrating life. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.